Thessalonica, Greece. Now, St. Paul was teaching the Christians in Thessalonica to watch for the Antichrist. Now, you can't really watch for the Antichrist if you're not going to be here. Okay? And the question that's first asked is, does the statements of Jesus concur with the statements of St. Paul? And the answer is yes. Let's read Mark chapter 13, verse 29. So you also, when you see these things happening, know that it is near at the door. Matthew chapter 24, verse 33. So you also, when you see all these things, know that it is near at the door. Luke 21, verse 31, and Luke 21, verse 28. Jesus never mentions a pre-trib rapture. He never does. Okay? He says, you are to look for these things, and when you see them, then you know that I am coming. Okay? And if you look at Revelation chapter 16, verse 15, you'll see that it matches practically word for word with 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2. Okay. Not only are we supposed to watch, but we're to be blessed because we're watching. And you can't be blessed for watching for something if you're not going to be here. It's that simple. We're not supposed to be watching for Jesus Christ. We're supposed to be watching for the Antichrist. As soon as we see him, then we start watching for Jesus. It's that simple. Revelations was a book addressed to churches. It's that simple. This book was sent to 7 churches. Boom. Now, let's take a look at some of the various watching verbs in the Bible. Okay? We have Acts chapter 24, verse 15. It says, I have hope in God, which they themselves also accept. And this is referring to looking for and waiting. Okay? That there will be a resurrection of the dead, both of the just and the unjust. Okay? We're looking forward to a day when there'll be a resurrection of the dead, both of the just and the unjust. Look at Genesis chapter 6, verse 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not strive with man forever, for he is indeed flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. In other words, he's not going to wait forever. That's another way of saying watching and waiting. 1 Peter 3, verse 20. Who formerly were disobedient when once the divine long-suffering waited in the days of Noah while the ark was being prepared. In other words, God waited 120 years before he sent the flood and killed all those people. 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth in which the righteousness dwells. Again, they're watching, they're looking for. And you'll find these kind of verbs used when it comes to watching and waiting for Christ's return and the Antichrist. James 5 and 7. Therefore be patient, brethren, until the coming of the Lord. See how the farmer waits, okay, for the precious fruit of the earth, waiting patiently for it until it receives the early and latter rain. Okay? Waiting refers to a set period of time. It's just like with Noah. God waited a specific time, 120 years, then he flooded the earth. There was no random choice. Woo-wee, he just appears out of nowhere. It doesn't work that way. We are watching for specific events, just like the farmer was watching for the fruits to come up. Okay? There are other known delays in the second coming. The Great Commission, Matthew chapter 28, verses 18 through 20, Acts 1 and 8, Luke 24, 47 through 48, Acts chapter 22, verse 21. Okay? Say that again. These were illustrations of known delays of the second coming. Matthew chapter 28, verses 18 through 20, Acts chapter 1, verse 8, Luke chapter 24, verses 47 through 48, Acts chapter 22, verse 21. Okay? Now, Peter had to die before the resurrection came to pass. How do we know this? John chapter 21, verses 18 through 19, and 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 14. Peter was going to die before the resurrection was to occur. So if there's no problems with those kind of delays, why are we having a problem now? Alright? We have not seen the Antichrist yet, so there is no reason to throw the panic button now. Christians knew about these delays in the second coming. Why are we troubled about them? I don't know. As a matter of fact, we are scolded for taking advantage of delays. This is proved in Matthew chapter 24, verse 45 through 51, and Luke chapter 12, verses 41 through 48. All right. The point that I'm trying to get here is that there have already been delays in the second coming of Jesus Christ. We have been told by St. Paul that the Antichrist will be revealed before Jesus Christ returns. Why are we having a problem with that? Jesus is not going to just suddenly appear out of nowhere at some random moment. He's going to appear at a specific period of time. And I'm going to show you all that in this teaching. I'm going to conclude this for today. I thank you very much for watching. You have yourself a great day, and I will teach you more soon.